the things I do for Prime, which means that I will more than likely get the camera. That means I'm not going to be home for Thanksgiving. I'm not going to be home for Christmas. I'm not going to be home for New Year's. Well, that is some bullshit. How's it going, guys? It's the Peruvian Trucker back with another video. And I'm coming at you from the 595 truck stop. And I'm finally hitting the road. We're going to get into a bunch of stuff relating the plans for what I'm going to be doing out on the road this time around. But first things first, the load out. I got a load that picks up in Bradenton, Florida, Tropicana. It's what I was expecting. Going to Wichita, Kansas and Olathe, Kansas. About 1,700 miles for about $2,200. Load getting out of Florida. It's what's expected. What wasn't expected, and it's a little bit annoying, is that I have to bobtail 50 miles south to Miami to pick up a trailer that needs a battery replaced. Get the battery replaced on my way to my pickup. And of course spend all that time, waste a lot of time doing that. I spent an hour here at the parking lot trying to figure this out. There are no TAs or Speedco's or Loves that could replace the battery anywhere in South Florida. So I had to contact Road Assist and I asked them, hey man, can I go to like an Advanced Auto Parts and just buy a battery and replace it myself so I can be on my way? And yes, I'll get paid $50 for doing that. So that is the plan. It's the most efficient thing to do. Just I'm gonna bobtail to a Napa Auto Parts that is like 5 miles away. Pick up a battery, go pick up that trailer, and get that battery replaced. I don't know if I'm gonna replace it at the pickup or when I pick up the trailer at this place that I'm going to in Costa Farms. I'll probably just do it right away to get it out of the way. The longer I wait, the hotter the day gets. So let's get to it. Getting right into the nitty and gritty on this intro, guys. This is gonna be fun. Well, guys, the things I do for Prime. Hello. I'm just looking for a 950 cca 2-post battery.
No, it's a 72.
Well. 5 minutes and $230 later. Well, guys, I have plenty of food in the truck, but I figured I'd stop at Publix before I leave Florida while I'm still bobtail to get a couple subs just to get me through today. You can see the truck behind me.
Okay, guys. Okay, now my turn. Let me get a public street pan.
Okay, guys, so we got our pub subs. I got 2. Turkey, cranberry, bacon. It's a little light, but gonna have 1/2 to get me through the day. I really didn't have breakfast this morning. I flew with the family from Boston last night. Flight was supposed to take off at 8 o'clock at night, get to Florida, Fort Lauderdale at around midnight. There was an 1.5-hour delay. So I didn't really go to sleep until 3 in the morning. Woke up at 7-ish. And here we are. I was banking on a load out of Bradenton because they're drop and hook. So the goal is to just get there, pick up, and drive until we're ready to check out. Until we're ready to just call it, because thankfully there shouldn't be any problem finding a wait station with parking getting out of Florida. This load is going to Olathe, Kansas. Well, first Wichita, then Olathe, Kansas. So I haven't really looked at the map yet. I haven't done as much trip planning as I should, but just from what I know, if I'm not mistaken, I'm just going to take 75 all the way up to 10 and then head west on 10, and I'll be done with my shift by then. So any rest area or wait station in 10 in Florida should do, and then we'll plan the rest of the route or route. But first, let's enjoy the turkey cranberry stuff. Here we go, 22:31:52, right there, to the battery. Let's see. There it is. Should be easy.
Please note that this call may be recorded for training purposes.
Hi, this is truck 261. Sorry, 265-121.
Go over again. You broke up. I got 261 out of that.
265-121.
Okay, what can I do for you?
I was picking up this trailer 223152. I was told that it needed a battery replaced.
Okay.
Well, according to what I see here, the battery, I mean, the trailer it doesn't start up. It looks like it's just out of fuel. I just wanted to know if you guys have something on your end that confirms that the battery is bad before I replace this battery, and it's not just the diesel.
What was that trailer for again?
223152.
I'm just looking back on some history of it.
Uh-huh.
It shows out of fuel,
Right.
and it shows battery's got 12.5 volts.
So it doesn't need a battery, it just needs some fuel, right?
Well, looking at the more of the history of it. Yeah, it still shows, it's got a little over 12 volts. But yeah, it does need fuel.
Okay. The thing is that, I mean, I was told that it needed a battery, so I bought a battery. So I have to make sure that I can return this instead. Well, that is some bullshit, isn't it? So someone, okay, I'm not gonna say someone. Trailer's been here. At some point, it ran out of fuel, and that's the issue. It doesn't need a battery, just needs some fuel. So now I have to figure out a way to get my money back for this battery. Yeah. I'm probably gonna have my dad. Thankfully, this is happening here in Florida by my house, to where I can call someone to pick this battery and take it to return it so I can get my money. If it were somewhere else, I would have to deadhead with the trailer or leave this trailer here and bobtail somewhere else to get my money back. But yeah. Hey guys, so it's another day. I am at a rest area in Bushnell, Florida. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And yesterday, I didn't run out my clock, but I got to a point where my 14 was overlapping with my drive hours because I sat for too long between just going to Publix to get some food, dealing with the whole battery stuff. You know, between going to buy a battery and then it was all a waste because I got to this trailer and the battery wasn't the issue. The issue was that they ran it out of fuel. So then I had to return the battery. The plan was initially to hand over the battery to my dad. I was going to sit at a truck stop kind of close to my house, but not really. It was going to be a bit of a drive for my dad, but I figured that was the best scenario. I'll just wait for him, hand him the battery, and he could return it. But thankfully I found a Napa that was close to where I picked up the trailer, that had a center turn lane where I was able to park for 10 minutes, a little over 10 minutes, to return the battery myself. And they asked for my credit card when I did, so I think that my dad was going to have a hard time doing the return. Maybe they wouldn't have accepted it, so it was a good thing that I ended up solving the issue myself. And then it was pretty smooth. I just, returned the battery and started driving towards Bradenton. It's about a 5-hour drive, a little bit under 5 hours from Miami. Dropped off the trailer, picked up the loaded trailer. This is a load going to Kansas again. First stop is in Wichita, second stop at Olathe. And I drove as far as I was willing to. At around 9 o'clock at night, around 10 o'clock at night, I still had 2 hours left on my clock. But I figured out just find a place to park. I didn't want to be stuck in the middle of Ocala, or a little bit north of Ocala, with no place to park. More than likely there would have been a rest area, more than likely I would have found a wait station that should have parking, but I figured I would just start looking for a place to park so I wouldn't find myself in that situation. And I got to this rest area in Bushnell, and there was one spot. Actually, there were two, one on each side, but yeah. So I parked here, and I woke up this morning to my route, or my fuel suggestion, changing. I've been routed to fuel at Springfield, or in Springfield, which means that I will more than likely get the camera installed. And again, there's a lot of things to tackle on this video, but we'll address this real quick. My plan is to run for the next 6 months. Like, I just spent about 2 weeks at home with my family, not only because I wanted to show them the truck, but I wanted to take this time off and make the most out of it with them, because my plan is to run for the next 6 months non-stop. That means I'm not going to be home for Thanksgiving, I'm not going to be home for Christmas, I'm not going to be home for New Year's, and my birthday and my dad's birthdays are in April, and if I want to stick with the 6-month plan, I wouldn't be home for my birthday, which is fine. But my dad's birthday, which is on the 26th of April, I would probably should be there because he's turning 70. Why am I saying this? Because initially, as I was heading home, my plan was I'll just get the camera as soon as I get out. Just get it out of the way and run 6 months without any issues. Once that's installed, nothing should deviate me to a terminal. I can just push hard. But then, as I left yesterday, that was the plan initially, right? So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be running for 6 months. I'm not gonna be going home. Let them pull me in when they please, and I'll just deal with it then and keep running. It's better to not put myself in that situation preemptively. And that was the plan. And well, this morning I woke up to that message. So it's happening either way, it seems. And I'm gonna make a video about the whole process when I get there. I just wanted to get this out of the way because it seems that I'm not going to deliver this load. I was thinking that if I'm going to be routed to the terminal for fuel and get the camera, I'm probably just going to drop this trailer, get that taken care of, give myself the time to record that video, and also go to Success Leasing and deal with the charges that I've gotten on the old lease truck in person instead of talking over the phone. I was actually going to call them today to ask some questions about some of these charges. Again, there's a lot going on, guys. There's a lot going on. And all those things are going to be subject for another video, I guess. The camera situation and the truck charges, the lease truck that I want to go over with. The reason why I keep bringing it up, but not in detail, is because I want to get the full picture before I dive into it on the video. I really just wanted to focus on why I'm taking 6 months off on this video. Sorry, not 6 months off. 6 months on the road on this video. And the sole reason for that is because I don't want to waste any more time. I love trucking. Trucking provides a lot for me. Mainly the money and the time to be home with my family. But OTR driving, OTR trucking is a sacrifice. It is a lifestyle. A lot of people can enjoy it. I know that I enjoy it. But it's still a sacrifice. And that's a sacrifice of not being with your loved ones. Being away from home, being away from your family, being away from other things that you might want or like to do. If you like going to the beach, if you like going out on the weekends with your friends, those are things that you are setting aside for OTR. There's a lot of other things. I'm just giving a few quick examples. And yes, the benefit is that when you get to take time off, you get to take long time off, or longer amounts of time. Like every time that I've been home this year has been, the first one was 30 days, the second was 32 days, and this last one was 14 days. It's about to be like, and if you add up the time that I've been sitting at terminals or just sitting out on the road, it's over 3 months that I've been off this year. And that's all nice, but taking those long periods of time off takes away from advancing my financial goals. Let's just say that. And that's how do I say this? And that's the catch, I guess. I love it. I don't regret it. But for most people that are making this sacrifice, it has to be with a purpose, right? So if I continue to do this and take time off the way that I have been, I can enjoy life, but I will remain stuck in the same place. Meaning, I will break even. I'll have fun. I won't get into debt, but I also won't save enough money to buy a house, for example, or buy my dream car, or invest for the future in anything. I love the memories that I've made, and nobody can take those away from me. And they are worth so much more than the money that I'm missing out. But I have to think long term. And I think that if you don't tackle the OTR sacrifice with a purpose, for me, in my opinion, I might as well be home working paycheck to paycheck. Because, if I don't get anything out of OTR, then why am I even doing it? So that's why I am committing myself to being 6 months on the road, because I am confident that by then, hopefully by April of next year, I will have saved enough money, or almost enough money, to put a down payment on a property. It's as simple as that. This wasn't my plan originally. My plan was to run hard through 2024 and take my time off through the winter, because those are the low months, the months where loads are iffy. Summer was great. Given the current market, I was in touch with a lot of people, and they were getting good loads, good revenue, consistently through the summer. And those were the months that I was home. April, July. I had some medical stuff to take care of, which made me, or kept me from running in those months. And I, of course, adapted my home time and vacations to those things that I had to deal with. But yeah, that kind of twisted or affected my plans. So now I have to accept the consequences, which is that I'm going to have to run now, because I really don't want to. I don't want to say waste more time. I just don't want to let more time go by without accomplishing that goal. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not as hard of a decision for me, because I did spend a lot of time with my family this year, and and this is the flip side to it, I guess. But it's still, like, when I'm here and I'm working, I'm detached, a little bit detached. I'm okay. Like, I love my family, but when I'm out here, I'm just in this. But when I'm home, it's different. I'm an emotional person, so sometimes my emotions get the best of me. But not this time. Not this time. So, I guess that as I say that, I may go home in January or February, but that's only because there's an uncle that has never come to America that's gonna be here, and I have to go see him. But other than that, the plan is to run non-stop. So I may take a week in the middle, maybe after 4 months. But we'll see. I'm not planning to go home until the day when he's coming is set, and then I'm gonna hit the road again. And if I stay longer, like if I stay, the goal is to run 6 months, right? So if I break that in and stay 2 weeks, then I will extend the time that I'm going to be out on the road in the back end. Hopefully that makes sense. And that's going to be this video, guys, because I need to get out of Florida tomorrow. More than likely I'm going to be in Springfield, and we'll tackle the camera then. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. What your thoughts are on OTR and saving money, or which are the best months to run in your opinion. Yeah, let me know in the comments. But once again, I'm very happy of the time that I've had with my family, but as I've mentioned in the past, there is consequence to everything, and that's that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.